Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. That's right. How y'all doing? It's Saturday, but I wish it was Friday. I don't really give a fuck what day it is, to be honest with you. But yeah, I started telling you about the Silver Hearts yesterday, okay? This big 14-piece bar room orchestra that I played harmonica for 15 years. We toured all over the place. Now, okay, back when I drank, I was pretty crazy. I'm a pretty sober individual now, as you can see. I don't drink. I don't abuse drugs. I rarely smoke weed anymore. I'm a different guy. But anyhow, back then, this I don't know when this would have been, probably around 2000. We played a bar in Aurelia, which is about 4 hours away from where I live, at this place called the Zoo. This bar called the Zoo. Now, our trombone player, his name was Tom. He had an older brother named Rob, who just fucking loved me. Just loved partying with me because I was down to party and I could out party everybody. So after the gig, Rob calls me over, Dirty, come on, let's do some shots. Come on. I'm like, all right. So we go to the bar and he starts ordering shots of single malt scotch. Now, I love single malt scotch when I drank. Probably my favorite drink. That and some nice gin. But he starts ordering scotch, and we're just fucking pounding them, man. And I was so hammered. They had to carry me to the car. I don't even remember any of this. They just told, this is what I was told. We used to drive around in a hearse, because that was our band car. Our band manager was my ex-wife, and she used to work for a funeral home, so she had a hearse, and it was kind of our band car. Kind of cool, but we usually traveled in 3 vehicles because there were so many of us until we got a big van. But so we're driving home in the hearse, and I don't know what the fuck I was on about, but I ended up taking all my clothes off. I don't know why. I just did. And I was a big weed smoker at the time. I had an ounce of weed in my pocket. So I pulled out my ounce of weed and my rolling papers because I wanted to smoke dope on my way home. So did everybody else. But I was naked. Anyway, we got pulled over by a cop. And they rolled down the window, and the smell of booze was just probably overwhelming. And so, of course, the cop asked the driver, our accordion player, Kelly, if she'd been drinking, which she hadn't. And she said no. And I guess I chimed in from the back. I'm like, it's me, officer. And but I'm naked. And I'm holding in my hand an ounce of weed. And I'm like, it's me, officer. It's all okay. I guess that's what they told me. And I guess the scenario was so fucked up that the cop just didn't want to deal with it. The driver wasn't drinking. He didn't want to deal with me because I was this naked, fucking drunk, crazy dude in the back of the car. Obviously, I was safe and going home, so yeah, got away with that. But that was a crazy time. And then the next week, I get Rob's wife. I can't remember her name. They were at another gig of ours, and she comes up to me and she said, when you guys were playing in Aurelia the other night, and Rob took you out for a drink after the gig, he ran up $380 on my credit card buying you shots of scotch. So you're not allowed to hang out with Rob anymore. It's like, and she was serious. I was like, okay, you know. But like, back when I drank, man, like, okay, like one time we were in New Brunswick, on Magnetic Hill. We were camping out in New Brunswick. This little campsite. And, nobody in the band had ever shotgunned a beer. Now, I don't know if you know what shotgunning a beer is. It might be a Canadian thing, but when you take a can of beer, you fucking take a jackknife, you punch a hole in it, and you put it up to your mouth, and you open it up, and all the beer just funnels down your throat, right? Nobody in the band had done that except for me. And I was, like, disgusted that nobody had shotgunned a beer. I was already fucking 3 sheets to the wind drunk. Anyhow, so I showed the band how to shotgun a beer, but I didn't, like, get everybody to have a beer and do it with me. I shotgunned a beer with every single member of the band. So I shotgunned 14 beers on top of everything else I drank. And after that, everyone was like puking or passed out or fucking whatever. I was like raring to go. I was just like, yeah, fuck, you know. So me and our sousaphone player, Brian, a dear friend of mine, we stayed up till dawn. He wasn't drinking, but I was just fucking going nuts. I used to spend days drunk, like days, like no hangover, nothing, just days, like solid drunk, you know, weeks at times, you know. Start drinking on a Friday night, and by next Sunday, you know, I'd be like starting to sober up and having a hangover. It was fucking nuts, man. I had to quit drinking because my liver blew up, and I was going to die. So that's what the doctor told me anyway. Said, I'm giving you, if you keep drinking like that. I went in the hospital because I was gray and yellow and in extreme pain in my liver area. And he said, dude, you have a serious drinking problem, and you are going to quit today, or you're going to die within the year. So I quit that day. That was horrifying. Cold turkey, quitting drinking. Now, you got to understand, for 15 years prior to that, I probably drank at least a bottle or two, like, of spirits a day, you know, or the equivalent of that. You know, I was a heavy drinker. And the reputation hangs with me today. You know, like, people still comment on some of my videos thinking that I'm drunk. Or, you know, I've had, in my latest record review, I was referred to as the whiskey-soaked harmonica player from the Silver Hearts, you know. So it's a reputation that's hard to live down, but it is what it is. I'm alive today, and we all had a crazy time in the 90s, you know, the roaring 90s in Peterborough. But yeah, that's just some of the crazy shit that happened with Silver Hearts. Yeah. I don't know. I'm in this band story mode, so I'm gonna go through all the bands that I played in and tell you stories from each of those bands. So that's one story from the Silver Hearts. The night that I was naked, driving home in the hearse, got pulled over by the cops with a fucking ounce of weed in my hand, butt naked, you know, and they let us go. I don't know how we do it, man. Anyhow, shout outs to Real Talk Studios. I'm sorry about your ammonia. He told me this morning he got a can of Southern Blend, and it smelled like ammonia after he had it. He took a pinch of it and put it in his drawer, and it smelled like ammonia a week later. And I don't know what's up with that, but I looked it up a bit. But so sorry for that, Real Talk. I'm glad you got some Grizzly to get you through, like you said. Shout out to Suit and Tie Dip and Chew Guy. He's fucking killing it, as usual. Making great reviews. Subscribers keep on climbing. He's far surpassed me in the few short months that he's been doing it. And I'm very, very fucking proud of him. So right on, man. And shout out to Berg's Dip Reviews. Berg's friend requested me on Facebook today. So cheers, man. Yeah. And, you know, Dude Okay. Dude Okay and I are going to have some big news in the coming week, about something to do with my music. So pretty excited about that. And, I'm receiving a mystery package here on Monday. So you're going to be with me when I open that package and see what's inside. So, Hillary Thompson, you're always amazing and awesome. Winnington Outdoors, Louisiana Man 38, Ben Case, Bubba Jr. 123, Jim the Lizard King, have a nice day or something like that. He commented on a really old video of mine the other day. So cheers, man. Soldier Poet, how you doing? Crow, how you doing? Yeah, I don't know. No, that's another band story. I'll be dropping these on you over the next few days. And I hope you enjoy them as much as I enjoyed my time, living these stories. So, yeah, good times. Good times being a rock and roll musician, in a small town. That's for sure. Okay. Be well and stay free, everybody. Have a wonderful fucking weekend or a Saturday. I'll be back. I'm around and I'll be back. But, have a nice day.